It is nearly impossible to believe, but 2 out of 3 adults in Cleveland are functionally illiterate. My next guest has made it her mission to break that cycle, starting with the city's youngest residents. In 3 years, she's given kids nearly 100,000 free books, which is so amazing. From Literacy in the Hood, let's welcome Krishandra Matthews and her 9-year-old son, Derek.
Hi!
Y'all, how are you doing?
I am doing so good. I am so excited.
So Krishandra, how did you become so passionate about encouraging literacy in kids?
Derek started reading at 3, and I lived in the inner city. And what I noticed was it wasn't anything in the inner city that encouraged or help him become a lifelong learner. So I find myself driving to the suburbs where they have more structured reading time. It was reading time in the city, but they deal with discipline for like 15 or to 20 minutes. So it's hard to keep a 3-year-old's attention when you're trying to get excited about reading. So I would find myself, but I knew that I was that type of mom that didn't mind driving to the suburbs, didn't mind going to the half-price bookstore. So I thought about, what about the other moms? They're not going to drive to the suburbs or don't even know about these resources. So that is what the fire was, and that continues to be the fire under my feet.
I love what you're doing. And Derek, I guess you were inspired by your mama because you started your own program, right? Tell us about that.
Well, so the name of my program is Boys Do Read. I started to make reading fun again. And in 2017, my mom made her program. And then I was reading a book. They said, and the boys said, it would be cool to start a book club. So then I ran across the room. I was like, hey, Mom, can I start my own book program? She said, no problem with that. She said, but you might have to come up with a name for it. So then we got some name suggestions, and we came up with Boys Do Read.
Yes, and you both say that the pandemic has had a crushing effect on kids' reading skills, right?
Yes. The thing with the pandemic and why I came up with the No Corona Summer Slide is that I'm sure your mom's a teacher. You know about summer slide when a child doesn't read over the summer and school starts back.
Revert.
However, Corona Summer Slide is saying they already missed a quarter of school plus the summer. So it's like no Corona Summer Slide. So it's like, please read with the kids 20 minutes a day. Help them understand why it's so important to read. Why is it so important to read 20 minutes, Tyler? Why is it so important to read 20 minutes a day?
So then when you go back to school during a summer break or any type of break that you're on, you could still be reading on the same level, and that to make sure that also you can take control of your reading level.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you are raising such a great young man. That was so well said, Derek. Oh, you're such a great mama.
Thank you.
I love this. I think, like I said at the beginning of this interview, reading, and Derek, it's good that you know this, reading is the foundation of all things, whatever job you want to do. Even if you're a musician, you got to be able to read lyrics. Even if you're, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter what you're doing. Reading is really opportunity.
It's so funny you say that, Kelly, because when I'm out in the community and I'm speaking with parents and I say, even if you notice you have a math genius and you notice that your child is real good at math, if they can't read, they won't be able to understand the word equations, so they won't be able to solve the problem. You know, if you have a son that's a gamer and he want to create video games or code, he still has to be able to read so that he can put the formulas together. So really helping parents understand why the children need to continue to read over the summer for 15 to 20 minutes every day. And if we had a van, do you know how much more people we would reach? Me and Derek put 16 boxes of books in the car now.
Yeah.
Wow. He's not in the car. I could fit 20, but most of the time he in the car. So we also deliver bookshelves. So I just know we'll be able to reach a bigger population, a wider demographics, and we'll be able to target more people.
Yes, absolutely. So where are you getting all these books from? How are you getting all these books?
Okay, well, we have an organization here in Cleveland. However, during COVID-19, they were closed, and you're able to get gently used books from them. So once we found out they were closed, I reached out to girlfriends, I reached out to colleagues, I put it on social media. Hey guys, we quarantine anyway, clean out the kids' closet, clean out the book cubbies. I cleaned out, well, I made Derek clean out his own. We cleaned out. And then Derek and I, we got the bleach wipes. We wiped down the books. And we were literally meeting in library parking lots, gas stations, grocery stores, swapping out. I was calling it slanging books, but we were like literally swapping out books because people were DMing and texting Derek and I and just asking, like churches that had a pantry open, schools that were delivering information, daycares were messaging us. So we still needed to, and I didn't want to act like the library or the other entities and just be like, oh, we closed. So we put our masks. We put our mask on, Derek and I, we put gloves on, and we really got out in the community. And we're still, last week, we gave away over 3,000 books last week.
That's awesome. That's so great. Well, okay, so Krishandra's making a profound impact on kids' lives, but that's not all. She's actually making a profound impact on the grown-ups as well, which is very important. We'll meet some of those people next. Stay with us, everybody. I want to bring some grown-ups into the conversation who say what Krishandra does has been life-changing for them. They're joining for a segment we call Thankful. All right, well, let's welcome Peggy and Barbara. What's up, Peggy and Barbara?
Hi.
All right, so Barbara, how did Krishandra come into your life?
Well, Chris was my Facebook friend for 3 years, and we never really connected until 2 months ago. I was serving free lunch at my restaurant, and she came along with 2 cases of books, like over 300 books that she wanted me to pass out to the kids, as well as 2 bookshelves. So what happened was we extended the program, and now we had another facility where we have lunch and literacy. So we're like hand in hand. That's how we collaborated.
So Peggy, explain how you know Krishandra.
I met Krishandra about 15 years ago. We live in the same neighborhood, and our sons now are about the same age. Maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, before she started the Literacy in the Hood program, she actually helped me teach my son fun ways to learn how to read better.
That's amazing. And it's so important to both of you, Peggy and Barbara. You each have something you want to say to Krishandra, right? Go for it.
Absolutely, Chris. I love your work. I love what you do for the city of Cleveland. And not even Cleveland, I mean all over the city. Shaker, Cleveland Heights, Warrensville. I mean, you're all over. And I truly appreciate that. You're such access to the community. And we're a team. So I'm here for you every step of the way.
Well, I would just like to say thank you. Thank you for teaching me how to have patience, to actually be able to teach my son. Thank you for being a role model to me and to other people in our community and in Cleveland. Thank you for taking time out for kids that you don't know. Thank you for having a heart to just want to be able to help every child learn how to read one mind at a time. I want to thank you for helping me teach my son to learn the letter E from F, because before he didn't know how to read, now he's currently on the honor roll. I feel like I would not have been able to do that if you would not have taught me how to be a better person to teach my son. And again, making reading fun again. So thank you. And I'm proud of you, and keep up the good work. I love you.
Thank you.
God. I mean,
trying to mess up my makeup for Kelly.
So, well, Krishandra, how cool is that? Like knowing that you've made such a huge impact in people's lives.
It's really not about me. Like, it's been snowing, it's been cold, and I've been laying in the bed like, I don't gotta go nowhere. And then I think about the smiles that I'm gonna see on those baby faces, or I think about that empty table that's not gonna have any books on it. And I just get up and I go. And it's I can have these books. These are mine. It's the children tugging their mother to the table to come get the free books. It's those things that it's bigger than me.
This is so, and it's so important what you're doing, Krishandra, and obviously you're affecting children and adults and bringing families together in the most awesome of ways. So we reached out to our friends at The Incredible Egg, and they are honored to support you because they believe books and the nutrients in eggs can actually help fuel brain health and development. So they're giving Literacy in the Hood $5,000.
Yeah, that's all we need. We get in the bed. 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 We gonna get up there.
Oh my gosh, I love you.
We get in the bed. We get in the bed.
Krishan got a van. Thank you so much, Krishan. You get that van. And Peggy and Barbara, thank you so much for joining us and inspiring all of us that we can do better for our communities. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Please don't make me keep going.